guys, my name's Jill. Welcome to the PB and Crochet podcast. So, if you don't know me, this is the first episode of PB and Crochet, so probably not a lot of people know me. But, hopefully not the only episode though. So basically, I am a variety streamer on Twitch and variety YouTuber. I play a lot of video games, but something I talk about a lot on stream is my crocheting. I crochet a lot, and there's a lot of people that I'm friends with online and in person. They all enjoy crocheting as well. And something that I really enjoy, I forget her name. I gotta look it up. I don't think I follow her on my new YouTube channel. My new account. I have my laptop right here for like notes and stuff. Silly Little Crochet Podcast. I know that's the name of it. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but it'll be right here. I know podcast is supposed to be mostly audio, but maybe I'll put her thing in the description or something. I don't know, but her name's Anna. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but I very much enjoy her little crochet podcast. I haven't watched it in a while. But it's fine. And so I was like, you know what, I really want to do that for myself. And I want to do that too. But I couldn't come up with a good name. And then recently I rebranded on Twitch and YouTube. I used to be Jill Lantern, but I am now PB and Jilly. So I suddenly came up with PB and Crochet, because it's almost like PB and J, but it's crochet because it kind of rhymes. I don't know. I like it. I think it's really cute. What else is going on? So yeah, if you don't know me, I stream on Twitch. I make YouTube videos here. I like to play video games. Usually pretty chill, laid back video games, just because it is easier for me to, because my thing with YouTube and Twitch is, my favorite thing about it is getting to meet new people. It's not about if I honestly don't know if I'd ever do well if I got to become a big Twitch streamer. I would not do well. I would probably have to become a just chatting streamer, to be honest, because the part that I enjoy is chatting with people. And so yes, I enjoy playing video games, of course, but it's just that my favorite part is the hanging out with people and getting to know new people and making new friends. And I've made so many friends. Why? Okay, listen. I don't know if y'all can tell. Once again, it's a podcast, so you absolutely do not have to listen to this with video, but there is video because this will be posted on YouTube. I don't think I'd be able to post it I wouldn't be able to post it anywhere else yet. But it will be on YouTube. But if you are watching the video of this, you might be able to see me dripping in sweat right now. I live in Florida, and it is very hot here. It is, what's today's date? June 17th. It's 2 o'clock, almost 3 actually, and it's very, very hot out. My parents, I still live at home. I'm in college. I'm going to the local community college, and so I still live at home, but my parents, they don't like to put the AC on super high, which I get. And honestly, some people put it on too high, so I'm freezing. But I am dripping in sweat right now, probably because also I was low-key running around trying to get this setup to work, because I couldn't figure out how to get the mic to work. Finally figured that out, but I had to go run downstairs to get more equipment that I didn't realize I would need. Because it's the mic's on top of the camera right now, and it's very, I don't know, I was trying to make it work without having to grab the extra thing because I didn't want to go back downstairs. But literally, it is so hot. What the heck? Florida heat, what are you doing? So yeah, and so today's topic, well, there's not really a specific topic today. I'm just kind of chatting in general, rambling as I do. You would think I'd be really good at keeping, my brain goes burr, talking during stream, but my brain just blanks whenever I'm streaming. Like right now I'm doing fine. Usually my brain just blanks on live, but I don't know why. I really don't know why. Maybe it's because I think nothing interesting is happening, but whatever. Who cares? I need to just keep going. Just talk about whatever. Obviously within reason. I always say that. I always say within reason. Huh? I need to put do not disturb on. Oh well. So this is, like I said, this is the first episode. Hopefully there'll be more. It'll kind of depend on how this goes. But the goal of this is to give me a chance to make some content and also work on projects, because I always forget to work on my crochet. And I have a really big project I want done by the end of June or ish. So basically what I'm doing is, I'm Christian, and so I have a church that I go to, and so at my church we have this organization that it's a mission trip organization, and so we're making, I can't go on the mission trip for the next 2 years, unfortunately, and so I decided to use my talent, aka crocheting, to help out. So I'm working with some other people who knit and crochet at my church, and we're making squares to make blankets to send on the mission trip, to donate, basically, because they're going to Guatemala. There's the first women's rehabilitation center there. They're in Guatemala. They're going to be bringing them and giving them to the women there. We have a few baby blankets done already. I still have to trim the threads for that, but that's like the most annoying part. Right now I'm working on it's basically, so it's gonna be rainbows. So it's flowers, and so it's like, you can see it's a flower like that. And the center is one color, the petals are another, and then the square itself is white or ivory. And so I am crocheting. So the way the flowers are going to be patterned on the blanket is from left to right. The centers of them are going to change. The center color is going to change, and it's going to be a rainbow. And from up to down, it's going to also be a rainbow, but it's going to be the petals. So then there'll be like a diagonal that's like the petals and the center are the same color. So I'm still making the squares. I have to make, like, it was initially going to be a 15 by 15, but then I added another color on accident, and I was like, you know what, I'll just make it a 16 by 16. It's fine. And it'll just be a slightly bigger blanket. But it's fine. So one of the topics I wrote down is my future in content. I really, really want to keep growing on YouTube. I did start a new channel, so I only have 5 subscribers right now, which is totally fine. I'm just glad I've got something. I appreciate every single one of you, every single viewer, every single, everything. And I do want to grow on YouTube because I think overall it'd be better than Twitch. Because of the fact I do enjoy video editing, actually. And so my issue is I have difficulty coming up with video topic ideas. I recently figured out a way to kind of come up with some, but I'm so glad I came up with this one. I think this one's gonna be really fun for me. I apologize if you can hear that. I think my dad's walking down the stairs. I think he was checking up on my mom. She had her medical thing today. I'm not going to get into it because that is her privacy. She's fine though. Like, nothing to worry about. She's just very tired. But today's a very tiring day. Everyone, I don't know. I'm just like, I slept until like 11 today, and I usually am up by 10, if not 9. I am very lucky because right now I am on my summer break. I do have a summer semester class starting in a week and a half now. Today's a Friday, and it doesn't start next Monday, but the Monday after. So like 10 days, I think, would be the most accurate thing. But it's a 6-week Spanish class, so it's like a express course. So it's basically all the information you would learn in a full 15-week semester, but you do it in 6 weeks instead. Thank goodness I signed up for that one because I have family coming into town tomorrow, but they're going to be gone before my class starts. So that is good. And what else is going on? So yeah, future and content. By the way, I might just like go off on random tangents, but this is kind of a chance for me to ramble about stuff that I want to ramble about. So yeah, future and content. I do want to continue doing more Animal Crossing. I also want to do, I have a Stardew series idea. And then I also have I have a few ideas for Stardew, and then so my issue actually with Animal Crossing is I really want to do speed builds, but I don't, like, my thing was Fairy Core, but I don't have a lot of ideas for anything, for any builds at all. And so I don't know what to do with myself. So I'm kind of struggling on the Animal Crossing front. So like I've been doing villager hunting, and so then suddenly like it kind of ended abruptly. Not because we found the villager we were looking for. We've been looking for Apple. We hit 253 tickets, and then that day, that was Monday, and I got rated, and it was a huge thing. We got a huge hype train, and so we crushed our daily sub goal. And the person who had redeemed first. So how it works on my Twitch channel is if you redeem first with your PB&J PAL point or PB&J points, you will you get to decide what we do if we reach our daily sub goal. And that person decided that we were going to take Apollo home if we came across him, and we did. So, oh my goodness, no, stop it. And we did. And so I took Apollo home, and it was like the third ticket too. To be fair, they actually like said it. They're like, "Ooh, Apollo, take him home." And I was like, "Okay, I'll take him home." And so like I was totally fine with it because it's a temporary thing. It was a quick thing. But then I was like, so then I just started like fast forwarding to like the day, because I had been traveling. I had been staying in the same day in game for like 2 or 3 weeks, and so I time traveled to the actual day. And so I did some stuff that was updated. Like I finally unlocked Brewster, because apparently you can't unlock Brewster during the stamp rally. And that is very frustrating. But so I was stuck on a day that had the stamp rally, because I started the villager hunt in May. And we hit, what is it? 453 tickets. Yeah, that's what it was. I might have said it earlier. But yeah, we hit 453 tickets, and so now I'm taking a break from villager hunting because I am on the normal schedule, the normal day stuff, and I was like, I just need a break. I want to actually play the game because I haven't played the game a lot. And I'm thinking maybe I'll just do villager hunts, and then if I accidentally autofill or something, it happens. Like, or if I just autofill, it happens. I just move on, and we'll just villager hunt again later. Maybe, I don't know. It's still kind of up in the air. There's a reason I haven't put a new plot down, and there's a reason I haven't been playing Animal Crossing on stream ever since we've done. I mean, to be fair, I've only had one stream since then. But like, I switched over to Spiritfarer whenever I realized I didn't know what to do with myself. Which Spiritfarer, oh my goodness, that is such a cute game, and it's so much fun. I really it's so much fun. I wish I had, I don't know what I wish, but I guess I wish I had more time to, it was a game that I could do like on and off stream, but since it's like a story game, it's kind of hard to do on and off stream without missing stuff. So I think I'm gonna focus on Spiritfarer for the next few streams until I actually, what's the word? To actually like finish it or get a good chunk out, or like I get bored of it or something. I don't think I'm gonna get bored anytime soon. It's so much fun. So, but it's like such a cute game. So I think I kind of want to focus on it because it's just a lot of fun. But at the same time, it's so hard having ADHD because maybe it might not be an ADHD thing, but I get very overwhelmed with games because there's so many games I want to play. So then I end up just scrolling through TikTok and not playing a game. Or like I go to my comfort games like Minecraft or Animal Crossing. Like I can't choose. And so it's incredibly difficult. So I definitely think I want to try to do more variety on stream. I do try to do like the cozier games, but also then like I also have to buy games and stuff because it's hard. Like it's just my brain I get like so anxious. I have game anxiety, I guess. I think I've heard someone talk about it. It's like you're scared to start it because you're scared you're not gonna like it or something. But like for me, it's games, and then there's also I have like TV show and movie stuff where like I really want to give it the attention it deserves. So I just don't never watch it because I always feel the need to be doing something and going. I can't just sit still. And so I can't just sit and watch a movie or a show very often. So oftentimes I'll put it on in the background, but like then there's the shows, like I said, that I want to give it the attention it deserves. And so then I just never watch them. Like I still haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home because I want everything to like I want to watch everything that I should before. So like the old Spider-Man, it's a whole thing. That one's more OCD, like I think. I have to do like I was like, is there anything I should watch? Because I want to get all the references. I want to be able to understand. If I don't understand something, it's gonna like make so like I want to watch Loki before I do it. I still haven't watched Loki because once again I want to give it the attention it deserves. That one I might just put on the background at some point. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna just try to watch it anyway, and if I don't give it the attention it deserves, then sucks to suck. Because otherwise I'll never get to watch anything. So like, and also I just put so many streams on because I become friends with so many streamers, like other streamers, that like I just want to support them. And I genuinely enjoy the content too, so it's like hard not to it's hard for me to watch anything else. And then whenever there's like none of the streamers I watch are on, I tend to just find new streamers. Which probably doesn't work for me, but it's fine. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I found a new streamer today. She's so nice, so nice. But like, and like, I enjoy her content, but it's just I have so much other stuff I want to do, and I just get stuck. I guess this is turning into like a therapy session. That's not the intention, but hopefully you guys can relate to this as well, like these kind of things as well. And it's just me chatting, just rambling about stuff and like randomly about life. Like, trust me, it's nothing compared to my actual therapy. Mostly jokes, mostly. We're gonna go with mostly. But yeah, and so projects that I'm working on, like I said, I'm working on. Oh, why did I suddenly just? My back suddenly just feels like an oven. Why does it feel like an oven? Let's see what else I have written down to talk about. Okay. So yesterday, I was making this list of topics yesterday because I was planning on recording this last night, but then I came home very sweaty, and I'm still sweaty, and so it's not like anything was different. But I thought I would do it after I take a bath, and then I would put a like some comfy pajamas on that still like covers and stuff. But then I was just like, I'm too tired for this, so then I didn't do it. But it's okay. So I made notes, and so something that happened yesterday. So I've been trying. My dad a few weeks ago, he taught me how to power wash, and so I've been power washing our pool, and I finished that a few days ago. And yesterday, I went to go power wash the driveway. The night before, I had power washed the porch, and there were like ants and stuff, like these flying ants, and my mom dealt with them, like giant flying ants. So my mom dealt with them that night, and so then yesterday in the morning, I went to go power wash the driveway. Suddenly, I got attacked by all these flying ants. Like they were all over me, and I got a few stings, and I was like, oh my goodness. And it was honestly terrifying. And I told my dad today, I'm like, I'm not power washing until we deal with those ants. And he was like, he kind of seemed annoyed at first, and he's like, I just need you to move the power washing stuff back then. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm just not power washing until we deal with the ants. And it was, because it was really scary. I was cursing. I was screaming curse words. Because I was terrified, to be honest. Because like they're giant. They're like, I don't even know. I can't, like, because on camera it'll look not as big as they actually are, but like terrifyingly large. Like I would get it confused with a hornet probably, but they were ants, and so but they did sting me. I got like a few stings on my elbows, and then probably some elsewhere, but those are the only ones I know for sure because they're the ones that have been bugging me. So maybe I didn't, but whatever. So, oh my goodness. So if you don't know, I also do Taekwondo. And so I recently tested for my next rank. So I am now a 2nd degree intermediate black belt. I don't know why I paused there. I had to think for a second, and I don't know why. But I'm a 2nd degree intermediate black belt. And so the 2nd degree, the level before 2nd degree intermediate is 2nd degree decided. And so I just moved on from decided. So I went to go pick up my new belt. I was so excited. And so it has like so for the levels of 2nd degree, there's 4. There's probationary, decided, intermediate, and senior. So to determine which one you are, like they all look the same, the belts, except they have the first in a specific spot on like the end of the belt as a letter to determine which one you are. So like P for probationary, D for decided, I for intermediate, and S for senior. And they so I went to go pick it up. I was so excited, and then I look, and instead of an I, there was a D. I was so upset. Like I cried, to be honest with you. Like I was trying so hard not to cry, but I absolutely cried. I went into class, and then the head instructor, who's one of the owners as well, and he's the only master we have, he came talking to me. He's like, where's your belt? Because I didn't bring my old belt with me, and so I had to wear that yesterday when I was working, because I also teach at Taekwondo. So I'm actually an instructor there. But the night I went to go pick it up was the day I was taking class. And I broke down whenever he asked where's my belt. I was like, they ordered the wrong one, and blah, 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 blah. It was so pathetic. He turned to the class and he's like, I swear I didn't yell at her. It's not my fault. And I was like, no, it's not. And I was like, it's no one's fault. I'm just disappointed because I was so excited. And so, because I was. And so I was talking to them, and they said it would be at least 3 weeks, but they were taking care of it since it was based on how the ordering went. We're pretty sure like everyone, including them, including the owners, are pretty sure that it was their fault. Which, like, I don't blame them. Like, it happens. Stuff happens. I was very disappointed, and I am just looking forward to getting my new belt because I was just so excited. And so it did make me feel better, though, whenever we got through class, got through the warm-up. The warm-up, I was like, I felt awful during, but then we started. Then someone worked with me on my new form, because it was a rank that I would get a new form for, which was very exciting. And so I did that, and it's a cool form. I like it so far. Apparently everyone hates it though, except like the two owners, the father and the son. There's 3 owners technically, but one of them is in charge of the jazzercise side of the business, and also just the business part of the business rather than the taekwondo part of it. But they're like, one of them absolutely loves it, and he was like, I'm very particular about it though, and I was like, maybe that's why everyone hates it. And he was like, maybe. And then the other one, I was like, that's the one that everyone hates, except he was like, which one are you? And he looked at, and I told him, and he was like, he gave me a weird look, and then I was like, yeah, I know, it's the one that everyone hates except little Mr. Blank. I'm not gonna give their information out, of course, because it's big Mr. Blank and little Mr. Blank. They have the same last name because father and son, like I said. And so we call one of them big Mr. Blank, and then the other one little Mr. Blank. And so now big Mr. Blank, I just call him Master Blank, and then the other one just Mr. Blank. Sometimes I'll clarify because people are still getting used to the master, because he just got it in March. So he got it about 3 months ago, which very exciting for him and everyone. He actually, the day before, so whenever it comes to like high rank testing, so like testing for 4th degree and higher, you have to test at a tournament. So he was testing for master, and they basically, so how testing for master works is you apply, and then at your testing, like you only get to test if you've been accepted, and even if you like don't break all the boards properly or something, even if that happens, you can't fail testing. It's not a pass fail like all the other belts are. So it's basically more of a demo than a testing. And so a few days before the tournament, I was thinking about, like, I was like, oh, maybe I could get to master someday. And I was like, no, I probably couldn't. And so I was like, that'd be cool though. And so I was like, but I kind of just like brushed it off and was like, oh no, that's not gonna happen for me. I didn't mention it to anyone. But then I went up to go congratulate him after his demo, because they gave him his new belt and new jacket right there. I went to go congratulate him. And like I said, I didn't say anything to anyone. But the first thing he said to me before I could say congratulations, he said, now you have something to shoot for. And literally I was like, you don't even know. So I ended up writing him a letter and being like, hey, that meant a lot to me. And I also just thanked him for everything that he's done for me over the years, because at that point, so it'll be 5 years that I've known him in August. So in like 2 months. And since I started Taekwondo in general. And and actually yesterday, I was working last night, and he was talking to a purple belt about a blue belt about what their board breaks were. And he's like, it's a side kick or an elbow smash. And that's not right. For purple belt is elbow smash for board breaks. And so I ran up to him and I whispered, it's palm heel, not elbow smash. And like, I was trying to be very polite about it, because they have talked about like correcting other instructors. And so I was trying to be polite, and then he was like, what? And he just couldn't hear me. And so then I started to back off, and he was like, no, what? And I said, it's a palm heel, not an elbow smash. And he was like, oh, you're right. And so then he was laughing, and he was making jokes, and he was like, good job. Like, he was saying good job to me. And so then afterwards I was like, is there a better way to handle that? I was like, I wasn't sure. I was trying not to be rude. And he's like, no, you handled that very well. The only issue was whenever you started backing off, like, I needed to correct myself, because they needed to know what it actually was. And so it made me, and I was like, I was just afraid of offending you or something. And he's like, no, you will know if you offend me. Like, do not worry about that. Like, whenever it comes to something like that, if you know I'm wrong, tell me. Please tell me. He's like, because that one I knew. Because I know the board breaks for the colored belts. It's the black belts that I start getting iffy. I think I know them, actually. So, like, wait. So I know all the colored belts, like I said. And then black belts, I know it is for 1st degree. Yeah, I don't know what they are. I think it's, oh yeah, I do. It's, so first degree probationary decided it is one technique on each leg, so you have to use your right leg and your left leg. And for first degree, intermediate, and senior, it is number one technique, which number one means front leg. So it has to be using your front leg, and you don't have as much power with your front leg as you do your back leg, so people tend to start with the back leg. So what I did for that one, I think for whenever I was at that rank, I did an axe kick, which is a very easy number one technique because of the fact that gravity helps you with it. And then after that is second degree probationary and decided, which I definitely know because I just got off that. And it was any jump kick technique and any hand technique. And also for the number one, the other one, you have to do 2 word breaks when you get to red belt, starting at red belt. And so for black belt, it was for black belt, intermediate, first degree, intermediate, and senior. Oh my goodness. So many words. First degree, intermediate, and senior, it is words. I can't think of them. Oh, it's any hand technique as well. And so now mine, I believe it's any spin technique and any hand technique. Spinning kick technique, I should say. I said any spinning last night, and then he was like, any spinning kick, and I was like, you are right. He was just clarifying for the person, because it was someone else, and I was just letting them know, because they didn't know what their board breaks were. But so basically, I could just pick a kick to do. So like, I'll probably do a spin side to start off with, to try, because I'm not good at spin sides at all. I'm not really good with side kicks at all, so we would try that, and then, yeah, I don't know. Taekwondo is something I could talk about all day. I really, really enjoy Taekwondo. It's, and so, oh yeah, so whenever he said, now you have something to shoot for, he literally, I was just like, okay, guess I'm gonna go for master now, because I seriously was like, nah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. And then he said I should, he's like, he basically told me I was gonna do it. He didn't even tell me that like you should do this. He was like, no, you're doing this. Like, this is now one of your goals. And I was like, okay, I guess this is now one of my goals. So yeah, that was fun. What else? How many times? Okay, I've been recording for like 30 minutes. Oh yeah, I did that. Oh, so yesterday? So I was working yesterday, right? So I actually work, okay, so I have a few jobs. So I have 2 that I get paid for, and I have a regular schedule. I have 1 that I have a regular schedule, but I don't get paid for directly. It's a scholarship job, so they pay for my tuition. And then I have another one, aka Twitch streaming, that I make my own schedule and will sometimes get paid. I don't excuse me. Oh, also, if you don't know, I have Tourette syndrome. So basically, I will make weird sounds sometimes and say stupid stuff, and woohoo! Now it's getting triggered, of course. And I will tick, 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 have weird movements too. I try not to. One of the things that happened at not the last tournament, the tournament before, we were out to dinner with a bunch of Taekwondo people, and I was sitting across from so basically how the owners work, it's 2 of them are married, and then the other one's their son. So their son, little Mr. Blank, he was sitting across from me at dinner, and I just suddenly started and then his father flipped him off for something, or flipped him off for something. I don't remember what it was. And so then I started flipping off the son for the rest. And the son is technically my boss. He's like in charge. I'd say technically. He is my boss. He like, they're all my boss, but he's the one that's like in charge of me. So they like he's the one that like makes my schedule, makes sure I'm doing everything well, staying on like that kind of stuff. Which actually I should check to see if he got my message about my having to take off next week, because I am going to Disney. I haven't been to Disney in a very long time. I'm going with my family, so I have my cousins coming in tomorrow. Very excited, very nervous at the same time, because they're very fun. They're very fun. It just, I get overstimulated very easily, and there's a lot of them coming. So it's my two cousins who are siblings, they're sisters. And then one of them is married with, she's married with 4 kids. And one of them is 3 now. The youngest is 3. And they range from like 3 to 16, I think. It's somewhere, I know it's high school age because I think she's a sophomore. But they are one heckin' group. It's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with them here. I just am a little afraid because, like, it's just because whenever family visits, I get very anxious. And so it's just, I'm scared. I'm a little scared. Just because a lot of stuff I get off. And so I think it'll be helpful to have to have somewhat of a normal schedule. So, like, I'll be working. I was supposed to work on Sunday, but they canceled my shift, so I won't do that. But I will be working on Tuesday because I didn't ask for that day off. And so I only have 1 shift this next week. Actually, I should check if I got paid, because it's either going to be today or Monday. Because usually I get paid on Wednesdays. Not Wednesdays. What? No. Why did I say Wednesdays? What? I get paid on the 20th. Because I get the halfway through the month kind of paycheck and then the end of the month. But I don't know. I am sad because I had to take off a lot of work recently just because of travel. And then those travel plans got canceled because we were going to visit some friends in Atlanta. And then they got really sick. I don't remember if it was COVID or not. I just know they were sick. I don't think it was COVID. But they were very, very sick, and so we had to cancel our plans last minute. And I was very sad because I definitely could have gotten some more hours. I could have gotten a Sunday shift. I think I had a Wednesday shift that week, but I guess I would have only had 1 shift, but 1 more shift. But listen, that's like a 4-hour shift, and that's however much I would have made. I don't know. I'm not doing the math right now. That job, I teach math. So I teach Taekwondo, and then I also teach math. And I enjoy math, but I just don't, what I go with is my brain turns off, what I go with is I save all the my math ability for when I'm working there. Because my brain stops working whenever I'm not there when it comes to math. I'm just like, I can't do math. And everyone's like, you teach math. And I'm like, not the point. Not the point. It's really funny, though, because I do really well there. Like, even the owners are like, Jill, you're doing really, really great. And I don't know. I guess I'm doing great, which I appreciate them saying. So, yeah. What do we talk about now? It's my laptop. Oh, so there's this one time, this is like 2 weeks ago, I think. I showed up to my math tutoring, so it's like a math tutoring place thing. So, but they will, if I show up like an hour early, they'll pay me to learn more math. And so I showed up like an hour earlier. It was the first time I've ever done it, because I got this job in like April, so I've only been there for like 2 months, maybe 1.5 to 2 months. So I've only been there for like 1.5 to 2 months. And they're like, Jill, you're like super early. I'm like, I was told if I come in early, I can get paid to work on extra math. And they're like, oh, yeah, that makes more sense, because they just didn't expect it for me, I guess. But it's absolutely a thing they do. And so it was someone else. It was one of the other owners who had said it, and so they were just very confused, because this one's also like a family business. Not like the only person who's not a part of it is actually their son was in my graduating class. So we went to middle and high school together. I think we were in elementary school together. I think that's actually when we met. Was whenever I moved to Florida and I started going to that elementary school. It was 5th grade, so it was the last year we were there. And so we met then, and then we had classes together in middle school, and then when we got to high school, we stopped having classes together. And but we were in the same graduating class, and so I was talking to his mom, who's one of the owners, one of my bosses. I was talking to her about him, and apparently she had told him that I started working there, and he was like, oh yeah, I haven't talked to her in a really long time. And I'm like, yeah, that would be accurate. And it was so funny. She was showing me pictures of him, and she's like, yeah, this is what he came home to. I'm like, holy crap, he looks really different. And then she, because he had grown out his hair a lot. And then she showed me a picture of what they had left him, because he went to college farther away, and so what they had left him as, and I was like, yeah, that's the person I know. That's the one I remember. And she's like, yep, he grew out a lot of his hair. And it was, it made me laugh. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can chat about. So I found this thing. I saw it on TikTok. I think it's Catliente. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's the one that posted it. And so she might be sponsored. I don't know. I just know I'm not sponsored. But if you are a streamer who needs music, check out her is Cool Beats, but beets like the root vegetable, instead of beats as in music, so BEETS instead of BEATS. It has it has like some really great stream music, and it's all DMCA friendly. And I think it's created by a streamer, so it's all free too. There's like no subscriptions, nothing. It's just, it says free forever. And so I'm really glad I grabbed that, because there's some really good music. I was gonna stream today, but I was just feeling very low energy, and like I'm feeling up for recording right now. But it's because I know I won't do it for as long, and I know no one's expecting me to be up at beat and stuff. Like, I know no one's watching right now. Well, you are, but in the future, like, it's not actively. I don't know. I also needed some food, probably. It was a whole thing, but like I canceled stream, and I was just like, I'm feeling down, and I was low energy. That's the word I used. And so if you're watching this and we're sad that stream was canceled on the 17th, it was a Friday, I apologize. I hate to disappoint, but I just needed a little bit, and I just couldn't do it today. I think I was really stressed about getting a video out, and so this was the video idea I had. Oh no. I don't know why I said oh no to that. But this was the video idea I had, and it's like I had a chance to do it. It won't take as much time as streaming, because I stream for 2 to 3 hours, sometimes up to 4. And so I decided that just recording me crocheting, because also I've been having the itch to crochet, and this is an excuse where I feel like I'm still getting something done, because like I am getting something done when I'm crocheting still, but I don't know, it's weird. I'm weird. My brain works weird. It doesn't matter though, because I am me and you are you, and life goes on. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Questions for you guys. Okay, here we go. I would love to know, so if you crochet or knit or do any sorts of arts and crafts, or sorry, arts, because fiber crafts are arts. They're fiber arts. Any kind of craft, anything you create is an art, in my opinion. And so this is an art. You can call it a craft too, but it's definitely an art. And if you do anything of the sort, what are you working on? I am, like I said, I'm working on this rainbow flower blanket. And then I'm also working on crochet wise, nothing in particular. Well, nothing that I can really talk about, at least, because they're kind of gifts for people, and like gifts that for people that watch my videos. So I'm not gonna share that. But I would love to know what you guys are working on in the comments, if you have anything. And then what else is happening? What else is happening in the world? What kind of games do you guys like to play? Whether video games, board games, card games, whatever. Love for suggestions, especially. Okay, here's the question: do you have any cozy game suggestions? Because I really like cozy games, and so like I would love some suggestions if you have any. And then what else? Oh, also happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, everyone. I hope everyone is having a lovely Pride Month. I personally am bi, and by the way, my pronouns are she, her. So, let me know your pronouns below, and if you're comfortable sharing, what part of the community you are a part of, if you are part of it, or if you're not, like, you are welcome to share. Tell me about it. Only if you're open to it. There is no pressure. Whenever I say to like tell me about something, it's because I want to get to know you guys. If it's not something that you are okay sharing with, that is absolutely okay. I appreciate you just watching and enjoying the video. So yeah, there we go. And it. Oh gosh, if you're listening to this and not watching it, that was probably very interesting for you. You probably are like, what the heck just happened? And I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. But we're just gonna keep going. I am really slow on these squares today. I do not know why. Usually I can make like 5 of them in a half an hour. It's been 45 minutes and I'm only on my 4th one. Maybe I just am off on my timing. As in like, oh yeah, that actually sounds right. Maybe it's 5 in an hour, not a half an hour. That would make more sense. But they're little flower granny squares, and if anyone wants a tutorial, please let me know, and I will be happy to make one. I really like them. They're really, really fun to make, and I can show you how to make them, how I make them, because I will also, if I do make a tutorial, I will also link the one that I initially followed. I did adjust it a little bit to work for what I needed, but it'll, I do want to give credit to the one person that initially taught me, basically, even though they don't know that. But they did. Sorry, I'm hearing sounds outside my door. Oh, that's my mother. She's awake. Honestly, I'm just gonna finish this square and probably end the video because I do not know what else to talk about. But thank you guys so much for listening to the PB and Crochet podcast. I really hope you enjoyed. I know it was a very rambly podcast, but I feel like that's mostly what it's going to be. Anyway, so if you do enjoy rambling, please let me know and comment down below. Answer the questions I asked. I believe it was what projects you're working on, art-wise, and then what games you like to play. If you have any cozy game suggestions. And if you enjoy this video, please leave a like, if you enjoy this podcast, please leave a like, and it'll let me know to make more videos like this. And if you did not enjoy the podcast, you are welcome to leave a dislike. It will let me know that you do not. So it kind of gives me an idea on how my audience is taking this. And then if you want to see more videos like this, or just any chill, laid back kind of videos, please subscribe. I will be making more videos, and I hope you all enjoyed. So once again, I am Jill, Jilly, PB and Jilly. Thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. I really appreciate it, and you guys have a wonderful day. Links in the description for my socials and stuff. I don't know what else to say. Goodbye.